Hello, hello. Just gonna do a bit more practice rooms. Been trying to hit the Hishi Amazon, but I mean, I only done like a couple of runs. We're gonna just run the one that I have, but it's missing like 100 speed. This is the one that we're gonna run today. I just want to see if she survives on 860 and 900. But the top speed is very lacking. She's also a little stupid. I'm trying to aim for like 400. I got pretty unlucky with like the inheritance sparks. And obviously I didn't hit max speed because Kitasen and Sweep went to sleep. I'll run this. I'm gonna see if I can hit it and replace the Biwa. But if not, I'll run the Biwa in the actual CM. Win rate's probably not gonna be that high with my team right now. Even if I build this Hishi Amazon, I don't think my win rate's gonna go that much higher. Just too inconsistent with my team to like farm win rate. What are Hishi Amazon's training bonuses? Guts and power. So it's been a little awkward. I mean, at least I can hit like 900 power. But yeah, I'm asking for a lot to try to hit max speed with the 0% speed bonus. Isn't Biwa's best CM? Maybe? I think she had... I don't know, Biwa in general is just weak. I guess, yeah, it's like her best CM. Like just all of her stuff kit is just pretty weak. I think the main issue is just her unique isn't as strong. Like, you have to be 4th to 2nd the entire mid-race, or the first 50% of the race, and then it's a mid-race ult on a pace chaser. I think it's just like, the issue is pace. Like, she's meant to be built as a long runner. It's just like, there's not really consistent enough excel on long. And I guess like you can bring her to a medium, but it's really hard. Like, you'd have to fight really hard to stay in her order rate, and like it never gets updated. Like, it's always like this. It's like a mediocre ult, and then her evolutions don't really help at all. I mean, I guess this is a... The issue is that this is because it's a random first half evolution. There's a chance that you fire this during your acceleration phase and you like lose out on the effective use of it because the base duration is so low. I think that's just in general the issue with In Body and Mind, is that even post update, which isn't in the game right now, the phase random, just like you can't fully use the effect from it. I think B was just too weak to contend against the meta stuff. I do want to try to run her because I don't think I'm ever gonna bring her to another CM. It's just like, I think I would need like another couple hundred power in order for her to do better. And I just can't do that with my deck. Where is it? Trainer list. Biwa. It was kind of nice because she only, like, you have a 2 in 3 chance to get something in your aptitudes. Though, like, there's a lot of long and a lot of pace stuff that are useless. But, like, her skills weren't that bad. I think it's just I don't have enough stats on my Biwa, and I just don't think I can get another couple hundred power without a stronger deck. Or even, like, another couple hundred, like, if I can get, like, over 1,000 wit, maybe, she would be a little bit better. I also just think VIP pass isn't that useful in the Arima Kinan because there isn't that many pace chasers. I think a lot of people are building end closers, so it's a lot harder to trigger this. Because you have to be... I guess if you trigger your unique, you should be able to trigger VIP pass. Because even if you don't pass like the pace promoter, you'd still be able to trigger it off of the increased target speed. But I think in general pace is pretty weak just because when there's no front runners or when there isn't strong front runners, the pack is too condensed. Like, you don't generate a big enough lead from the end closers. Why do people say that extra tank is not real? It just triggers too late. Alright, so... like, extra tank will always trigger during, like, about, like, halfway through the... It's, like, on average about halfway through the, late race. And, like, it's not, like, the stamina recovery this late won't really do anything. Because the thing with, like, even though you recalculate your stamina, in the late race when you trigger a recovery skill, your Uma, like, decides how fast she's running at the start of the late race. So, like, she's not going to be like, oh, I will proc a stamina skill later on, and recover from it, right? So, like, if I dropped Biwa's stam to, what, 600? Like, she's still going to accelerate slower and, like, not live until she hits that recovery skill. Wherever it is. Yeah. Which is still, like, around halfway, even if, like, you have 300 less stam. Like, it's... because 2/3... like, you usually have 60% by the start of the late race, if you could run the course, and it's just... even if you trigger a recovery skill, like, leading up to that recovery skill, your Uma's like, oh, I don't have enough stamina. And then as soon as she triggers a recovery skill, then she'd be like, okay, I can accelerate to a higher speed. So anything, like, even though that late race thing changed it, it's not that good unless you trigger it, like, really early on. Yeah, she won't, like, enter a full spurt, which is what this, like, spurt right here is, right? It's like, oh, I can run the whole course at using all my stam, or I have enough stam to run at my top speed. But if you don't have enough stam, you just have to wait. Is there a reason to use the virtual pacemaker? You see, like, where all the pace up, pace down stuff? Like, that's what the virtual pacemaker does. But, like, that's assuming that you have, like, 1 or 2 fronts. Do I customize it? Sometimes I don't really use the simulator that often. I just use it because it's, like, a easy way to, like, demonstrate the race course. I don't actually use the sim. But I wouldn't customize it too hard because I don't think there's going to be that big the virtual pacemakers. You can't spot struggle. Only frontrunners can spot struggle. Like, even if I have this thing enabled, like, you can't enter a spot struggle unless you're a frontrunner. Like, you have to be a frontrunner in order to unlock the spot struggling. Like, it's a frontrunner exclusive skill, or mechanic. I would say, like, just watching the races is a better way to understand the game. I do think they have, yeah, they do have a mechanic for dueling, so like you can configure the percentages here. I would say like ends and lates have pretty high chance of dueling. I guess just like dueling realistically, just whoever can make it there, whoever can make it to like the end. But generally, the farther backline you are, the higher chance you have to enter a duel. I think for this CM, like pace chasers have a really hard time entering the duel unless they were first place. Like they got lucky pace or something. Yeah. I think I'm gonna spend today's borrows and tomorrow's borrows, so I'm gonna do like 9 more attempts on a Guts Hishi Amazon. I think I'm just like asking for too much to try to hit like max speed, like 800, 900, 900. Would I play Arc Knight's Enfield? No, probably not. I don't think I have time for another Gacha game. I barely have time for Uma. Yeah. For the Sprint CM, I'll probably run Akebono and Bakshin. Those two seem the easiest to build. You got Turbo Sprint here, you have Meticulous Measures here. I can't borrow Curran, because I'm most likely borrowing like a Bakshin. So I don't think I can hit Meticulous Measures, or grab Perfect Prep from Curran. And then Turbo Sprint is just another gambling. Guts or Wit? I think dueling is too fake. I think I'm gonna do Wit. I think I'm gonna try to do a Guts Haru though, and use and get on your left off of winning ticket. Actually, no, I don't know if a Guts Haru would work, because you would want high Wit for the downhill. Guts X is just awkward because you can't get the skills. Have I done any Sprint CM parent farming yet? I just have Turf parents that I'm using for Haru. And room dueling doesn't happen too much. Yeah, but the nice thing about the Guts decks is that you can grab the... Or I guess you don't really want the Ignite Guts, because you would need your whole team to have high Guts. Akebana basically doesn't have her unique. Yeah. You can't really push up with her unique off with Witmax because of the downhill. But I think like you have to Witmax still, because I think it's more important that you hit an acceleration than her unique. I don't think her unique like makes up for the chance of like missing an acceleration ult. A sprinter with a gold heal, yeah. She's really good in team trials though, right? Because Gourmand has no position requirements, Perfect Prep has no position requirements. So both her golds go off during the sprints. Yeah, it's really awkward because it's really, you have to be what, less than 70, right? By the time you enter the, what is it, 45 to 60%? And if you, is it even a low roll? I guess if you high roll stamp conservation on the downhill, like you lose that on your unique. You have an S long S turf Oguri. Yeah, I think my Oguri could be better. I just don't really want to grind out another Groundworks pace Oguri. They rushed. The 10% chance. I also just think, like, in this scenario, it's just so much easier to run Wit. Like, the Guts decks that I'm doing for Hishi Amazon are just, like, too mind-numbing. Like, I do 2 trainings, rest, and then pray that, like, I have rainbows. Alright, I'm gonna put up the signups. So, race. In the Champions Meet section of the Discord, and you can go ahead and enter in through there. And then I will pull out 10 people in a couple minutes. One new thing that I'm adding to the spreadsheet is the bond level increase. This is gonna happen probably like a couple weeks, like 2-3 weeks after the 4th scenario comes out, and they increase the max affinity you can have with your Uma to 12, and at 11 you get their casual outfit for the home screen. And it started with Pasa and Oguri, and it's like every couple of months they'll add more Umas. I actually don't even remember who was after. I'll probably do this in like an hour after stream, or tonight. Yeah, so the first one is Oguri and Pasa, and it's like Vodka and Daiwa, etc, etc. But I do want to get that finished, now that we're slightly closing in on the 3rd scenario. It's like a couple months away. I guess a couple is still like 6 to 7 months away. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take down the signups, and we will pull 10 people. Oh, I don't know why I took this away. And then I will add the 10 people that get picked out here with the room codes, and just go ahead and enter in one of the rooms with a team of 3. So if your name shows up on the bottom here, I will go ahead and give you guys access to the room codes. Please enter in only one of the rooms with a team of 3. I almost said 7. And we'll go ahead and start watching them. When does the CM starts? In 2 days. 2 days. Feels weird that like the legend race is with the CM. I feel like previously the legend races were like a couple of days before the CM started, right? But who's first up tomorrow? Let me see. Who's the first one? Oh, does it not say? Is it Nice Nature? Oh, it is Nice Nature. So tomorrow we have Nice Nature, and then Int for 3 days, then Grass Wonder for 3 days, then Oguri for 3 days. Alright, let's see what everyone has been building. Encloser Rudolph, Guts. Guts Oguri. And your Guts Taishin. Taishin's scary. Then we have Frontrunner Daiwa. Frontrunner Maru. This is a Runaway. And a Runaway. Oh, this is the one room that now I kind of wish I had Biwa. We have 1 pace, 3 front, 5 ends. Let's see if my Amazon even lives here. Yeah, enclosures definitely have a lot harder time with runaways. But there's still a chance. We have so many enclosures that somebody can hit no stopping me into like a spot struggle. Or not spot struggle. My Hishi's low IQ. Yeah. 360 is not ideal. Hishi Amazon has like wit events So like, usually I can hit 400, but I think in that run I missed all the wit events. Yeah, this is gonna push her back too far. Pace might be too high. Taishin pushed up pretty far. Yeah, I just have to hope that like she passes enough wit checks to actually push up, which doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I don't know, maybe I'm chasing a dream that won't work with how weak the deck I'm using is. Runaway makes the game so interesting. Okay. We do have a carryover from Gold Chip, not Gold Chip, Oguri. But I don't know if I can catch up without no stopping me. Oh, that Taishin is so far up. And she hit Nemesis. Yeah, Taishin should have this. I think I'm dueling the Taishin. I did end up catching the Marzensky. But yeah, I mean, a duel is just... A duel with 900 is just too strong. What is that at 1000? 0.4 meters per second? Or, yeah, 0.4 meters per second? I don't know, Guts decks are just so high early to try to hit these stats. Yeah, I think my Hishi Amazon's too stupid. Like, I think I need a minimum of 400. Which I think is hittable. I just have to actually hit the career events for her. What am I doing? I need to create the room codes. Taishin was a fraud. Ah, she was fine in the last long CM. Got Guts Flash. Oguri late and special week late. End closer Gold Chip. End closer Top Gun and late Oguri. I'm the only pace chaser. Yeah, there's Guts. A lot of people are running Guts. Guts Taishin, I think, is the one that I'm always scared of. And Coaching Shadow just gives you so much. Why late started, it doesn't matter. And Coaching Shadow just gives you so much of a... of like so much power that you can catch up for a duel. Late Oguri Maverick. I wonder how popular late surges are. I feel like pace is going to be somewhat popular. I mean, I think it's just because mostly like, a lot of popular Umas are like pace chasers. And they have access to recovery skills. Wait, she Amazon at least this time isn't super far back. I was getting mogged by the Guts in that last race. Like, that is true, yeah. Some people do go for like Stam Siphon. What is it? Stam Siphon, All Seeing Eyes, Maesters. Yeah, I'm scared of Guts Gold City on a mile. Why is my Gold Chip there? How did my Gold Chip get up there? Oh. Well, I think, yeah, my Oguri is dead. Actually, why are all my Umas up here? I have no one to hit, no stopping me off of. What? How did all my Umas push up? Does Hishi Amazon? Oh, thank you, Oguri. Does Hishi Amazon have enough stand? Wow, I just stat checked this race. What happened? I think this is the first time Gold Chip has won in a room match, and it was just stat checking. Well, I guess it was more so mid-race into a stat check. Like, I hit no excels. I guess my Oguri hit angling and scheming. I'm surprised she even lived to the late race. Yeah, I don't know how my gold chip, like, my gold chip is not good. As we saw from, like, the 25 races yesterday. She just hit everything, I guess, and never paced down. Okay. She was second when we have 4 late surgers. Did I send Biwa? No, I didn't. If I don't make a better Hishi Amazon, I'm just going to put in Biwa. But I benched her because I want to see... Like, if I had more top speed here, I definitely had a chance. That was... What a weird lobby. I just stat checked with, like, a subpar gold chip. I think missing 150 speed is too much. I think you can get away with like 1150, but miss 170 or 1070 is not enough end speed. Oguri, Narita Taishin, Lano Top Gun, Teo, Simbali, and a gold chip. I would love to run Simbali, but my own, like, I have a 3-star straightaway sprint Simbali in, like, all of my grandparents. So it's been really awkward to try to slot her in. So I'd have to just grind out more. I guess I'd only have to, I'd have to do, like, 2 more parents in the legacies. Lost ground works. 5番オグリキャップ早くも先頭に躍り出た先頭から大きく離されて2番手は1番オグリキャップそれを見るように東海帝王4番手に9番ゴールドシップそしてその内を回って8番ゴールドシップ My gold chip is once again pushing up super far. その後ろマヤのトップガンシンボリルドルフ外から行くそして内目をつきましては成田大使 I was debating on dropping gold chip because of her performance yesterday. But the Asian is surprisingly running well. Unfortunately, it looks like both of us are losing anchors. Can't prop the crutch, yeah. Alright, I need a straightaway to proc here. Another carryover, or 2 for 3. This one's a little early. No, this is off a preferred position. I don't know if it's enough. If either of these gold chips didn't, no stopping me. I had a spurt, no stopping me. Wait! Did I block out the other gold chip? No, I didn't. Yeah, I think this gold chip wins. I think at least this other Oguri as well. Thank you, Amazon. Ah! By half a length. They get T-pulsed? What's on it? I've actually got T-pulsed there. That's funny. Unfortunate. We were both running side by side, but I think my gold chip missed the wit check on no stopping me. And yours didn't. At least this CM isn't a no stopping me roulette. Though it is kind of just... it's kind of... I don't know, I think a Taishin can get it with just encroaching and Guts. But I don't know how popular Guts Taishin's gonna be. It's very popular in room matches. I see like 1 every 3. What do we have here? Air Groove. Gold Chip. Runaway. Narita Bryan. No one's gambling on Rushing Gale. No one wants to gamble in like the 1% chance that Rushing Gale can make it. I hope somebody gets scammed by a Rushing Gale. Actually, no, I don't hope because it's gonna be me. Guts Air Groove. Buying Rushing Gale is a true scam. Yeah, I only bought it on my Narita Bryan last time because I think I hit Fast Learner on her and I had nothing else to buy. And it did win her 1 race. It was a 1 in 81. I think my Amazon's dead. I don't think she can survive a rush. Rushing Gale for the sprint coin flip. But it's like so awkward to try to buy it. Like you have to run what? Tokai Teo? Speed for it? You have not watched my gold chip ult today. Ooh, I think this is a mid-race festival. Yeah, I think I triggered one of the... straightaways at the start. Use Rico. Oh, bright speed and career. It's just awkward to like lose the... Like you're using up turns to and gaining Sam. If we enter a duel, I think I lose. It's looking like I'm about to duel this Air Groove. Oh, actually, I won. My Oguri did beat out the Air Groove. I thought I was losing that Air Groove because it hit no stopping me. My gold chip is locking in. I think Gutsishi is just not gonna work. I think I'm just asking for too much. The sympathy buy. Pure heart straightaway recovery. Yeah, I just wanted to test Amazon, but I think even if I had max speed, like, it wouldn't do anything. I just wanted to test the, like, everything else on it. Pace Up, Runaway, Tachyon, Oguri, Teo. Double front with a Runaway, Guts Taishin. Yeah, I might just give up on Guts Amazon. I think without a second speed card and like not being able to borrow, what's the card? Dictus? Like without being able to borrow Ikuno, my deck just feels so awkward. Running Haru, like running triple welfare Guts cards. So I guess in the last race my Amazon rushed, right? I think she died. 770 stam, 900 guts. That doesn't sound like it would. Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't sound like it would survive. I barely survive on like 860, 900. Pace is way too high here. And both the other pace chasers have like 300 wit on me. Oh, I had a really good Gormon proc, but I think I was out of position for... I think I was out of position for preferred position, because you have to be top 5. Yeah, looks like the other Oguri's gonna win this. Yeah, even a triple 70 box doesn't win here. The other Oguri just overstats me. What did Amazon end up on? 2.5 lengths? 2.5 lengths. If I had max speed... If I had max speed, would I have been able to catch up? I don't think so. I don't think I even... Oh, actually, I probably beat the... Definitely half a length, like I beat out the Teo. But I don't think I beat out the Oguri. Yeah, I just lose positioning because it has 300 wit on me. Like, I'm not catching up to this. Or the Oguri, or sorry, Tachyon. Actually Tachyon, I think I could have contended for 5th place. But I lost one of my recovery skills because I'd be top 5. Yeah, I don't think 150 speed correlates to 2.5 lengths. His Guts Amma's dream's dead. Alright, that was the end of those 5, so let me just pull up the signups. So once again, signups will be through the Discord. In the Champions Meet channel, there will be You can just enter in through here, and then I'll pick out 10 people. And remove. Go. Oh. Man, I just want cards. Holding on to 90,000 carats just feels so rough. Oguri strong this year. Yeah, Oguri is pretty strong. I think just being able to like run, like being able to dump a lot of stats into wit feels really good in this scenario. I think third scenario, like she's gonna be even stronger. I do actually kind of want to go over a bit of the CMs for the next scenario. So if we head here, go to PvP. So next scenario are going to be these 6, which is 1 long and 3 mediums. And then we have a mile and a sprint. So I do think that like the standard is going to be like Oguri. But Oguri, like Valentine's, Mihono Bourbon, and Summer Marzensky, but frontrunners are pretty weak in global. Like even if they are strong, it's not really that expected to see that much unless everyone wakes up somehow. But the reason why Oguri is like strong is because she's good for these 3 CMs, right? The Derby, Derby's a little awkward, but the 2000 meter and the 2200 meter, you'll definitely see a lot more Oguris. Actually, we're seeing a lot of Oguris, I think, in this CM. And while Kitasen Black is like really strong on longs, I don't think like someone's gonna build one fast enough for the I guess it would just be for this 1 CM. You can run Kitasen / inherit Kitasen for the Tenrosho Spring. Would I prefer Top Road over Fuku if Top Road had 100 free pulls? So like the extra 50 pulls on, or an extra 40 pulls on it. I think like my main issue with Top Road is that you can't ticket her, right? Like we get a free ticket at the first anniversary through the missions, and then you can buy a second ticket for like it's like 20 to 25 USD. And it's just like the fact that it's not on that like makes it really awkward because you need it max limit broken. So if you miss, like tough luck, like you just have a dead card. Whereas for me, like Fuku, at least you can ticket it. I don't know, I just like I think they're both mediocre. Like I would still rather somebody pull for like Nice Nature or Fine Motion as a card. I just think it's awkward that like you can't ticket Burrito Top Road. What am I doing right now? Oh, sorry. I was waiting for signups. So let me go ahead and delete the signups, and then we will pull out 10 people. I don't know, it's not having that failsafe, and like there's a 20% chance that you can't max limit break it is too scary for me. They're pulling for Fine Motion. Yeah, I think if like I didn't want to go for Fuku, I would grab Fine Motion. I think for my account it makes sense for me to go for Fuku. And I just have to win the coin flip so I can max limit break a wit card. Alright, if your name showed up here, I'm going to give you Aka's the room codes. And then I will Please go ahead and join one of them with a team of 3. Like, I think if I saw this account on somebody else, I would just recommend them to pull for Fine Motion or Nice Nature. Just because I think it's gonna take too many runs to like see the effect of Fuku. Oh, I almost just leaked the codes. But I added the 10 winners in the room, and then we'll go ahead and watch it once they fill up. We're waiting on Fine Motion to see if they announce Throne with Narita Top Road. I don't actually. Looking through the files and like seeing the banners, I don't think they're gonna do that because Narita Throne still has its own banner. I guess it could be a rerun. I don't know. I can't like speak on it because it's all speculative for if Throne gets pushed up. What is this? Guts Taishin and a mixed Taishin. Yeah, like I doubt that they would move up Throne, but I guess there is a possibility. It just wouldn't make sense to me. And even with it moving up, like I think it's pretty unlikely that you max limit break both of them, considering you can't get either of them. It's like a 6% chance, right, to max limit break without pity. I just realized that running the Sishi Amazon makes my Ignite speed weaker. I guess if Throne was moved up, you'd want Throne over Narita Top Road since they both have like the same longevity, but Throne would be stronger. I don't know. I think it's just too much cooking. Can I show that? I mean, I can show the Hishi Amazon, but it's not good. I have 1060 speed on her. Early Throne's a psyop. Yeah, I don't know, like, why it's so popular that, like, Throne can be moved up. This is Maruzensky Runaway? How is she so far ahead? Alright, Guts Taishin. If they enter a duel, they have a chance. Dude, I think they have a financial interest to skip Nant. I can't see if she entered a duel or not, but that Taishin was moving. I don't think they would skip Nant. Like, there's so many resources that like was used to create the scenario. I don't see why they would skip it. And just in terms of like human resources. I don't know if it had to have entered a duel, right? This Taishin was like teleported 4 links. I think like the best thing they could do is to just introduce the like super skip, because then at least it like cuts down the time to only being like 50% longer instead of like twice as long. Yeah, Spark Reels would also be good, because you would want to do parent runs in Mant, and that would cut parent making by half. Yeah, like if they introduce those two, I think like it's already enough to make up a decent bit. Rather than just full on skipping the third scenario. Yeah, Super Spike, I do think that's like the two things that could fix it. Wow, 1199 speed. You you made the most of the stats. No leaks. When does Spark Reroll become a thing? It was during the fourth scenario, so there's a chance that it just moves up half a scenario like it did, like the balance changes did. Yeah, I would say after Grand Live, not Grand Live, sorry, Grand Masters, the fifth scenario, like you start just running a single whip card. Wait, is this Pace Saiyan? Interesting. I was gonna say the late start didn't matter, but it looks like it did start. It did matter. They didn't move up 5 bars, they tried it being an easy change. Yeah. I don't know, it's all maybes, right? Like, unless we get an actual official announcement from someone who works there. Like, well, we don't know until they announce it. Is a mid-race ult? Oh, it is. Yikes. 2 speed, 1 guts, 2 at 1 power. In Lark? Project Lark, I remember it being 1 speed, like 3 guts. Or sorry, 2 speed, 3 guts, 1 wit. I don't think you run double wit in Lark. Like I remember Lark just being speed and guts, and you run 1 wit card. The duel is doing something. The duel is doing something. I don't think it's enough. I'd have to hit like max guts and max speed. What scenario I think is the most fun to play through? I like Lark because Lark was short. Project Lark was nice because it was shorter. I don't know, I kind of don't like any of it. all of the scenarios I kind of have a gripe with. Fuku is usable in Unity? Yeah, it's just be a lot. It's just an insane gamble because she has 0 specialty priority. You can't do anything to manipulate it, but you can use Fuku in Unity. Fuku is when like the Yuji one. Umas started popping up. because of the high roll. It's just you have to pray that she lands on speed. Oh, I lost promote? I didn't? I lost promote. Sagittarius is fake. Alright, what's Kita-sen has a 33% chance. A 0 specialty priority has an 18% chance. It's still a lot. Fine Motion is the one I have a gripe with. 35 specialty priority, and I feel like she's never on wit, even though it should be like a 23% chance. I don't know. Looking at my Hishi Amazon here, like I don't think max speed helps her. But maybe I'm just like missing the no stopping me procs. I think it's also a combination of having 360 wit and needing to hit 2 excels. Lockers with Oguri, I've seen that they run 3 or 4 recoveries. Generally you run 3 and then some people are just like using 777s as the backup. I'm full gambling. And I have 1 A gamble here. Both my deep breaths and my straight recoveries activate at the same time. Oh, Amazon's actually pushing up pretty far for having zeros, like, for having less than ideal speed. I actually think my Amazon wins there if I have max speed. I just have this Hishi Amazon to test her out. But I'm not gonna run this one. I think it's just too weak. I'm missing too much speed on the Amazon. Maybe max speed. No, we've done too many races. This is like an ideal no stopping me proc. Under what 130 speed. I mean max speed I win with the Amazon. I don't think I can get her wit high enough is the issue. Like I don't think I can build her to perform consistently. And I'm already gambling on Oguri. Yeah, well no, there's no shot I'm running this. I just wanted to see if she could survive with these stats. Chip. Oguri. Top Gun. Curran. Got her long up to A. King Halo. Another 1199 speed. Yeah, if she had like 10% speed, I feel like it'd be more consistent. But I'm just like, I'm just praying that she can hit. I think I need too much double circles. Have I decided what character I'm using this Slifer ticket on? Oh yeah, it's gonna be Dober. I play too much backline to not have Dober.
2番オグリキャップ早くも先頭に躍り出た2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのはメジロマックイーン外を通りましてカレンちゃん1馬身離れて6番オグリキャップこの辺りまでで先頭集団を形成しています1個目のホームストレッチです
They'll
先頭集団を見ていきましょう
maybe we'll stop seeing run. I don't know. Having a runaway would also be nice.
先頭から大きく離されて
We're gonna actually do builds around runaways.
上がっていきます
I feel like runaways just help fronts more
続いて
than anything.
3番手にメジロマックイーンさあ1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かっていくウマ娘たち依然先頭は2番オグリキャップ
Karen somehow is pushing up super far. But doesn't her unique need her to be in third? Okay, I guess yeah, I know Oguri's. But I think an Oguri that can win in a runaway lobby can also win in a regular lobby. I just boxed my own gold chip in. Wait! Is that... Okay, no. The Russian Gale's not strong enough. If I owned a racehorse, what would I name it? I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, the front Oguri hit, like, ideal carryover. It's actually so far. I love watching Oguri ult in last place. Well, I did duel into second. Maybe it's not. I don't know, having 400 wit feels so bad. I think I have like 6 more attempts to make a better Hishi Amazon. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna call it. Like, I don't think this build is worth it. You think she wins with max speed there? No, I don't think I catch that Oguri at max speed. But she would... I mean, I think I've lost a couple because she has 1060. It was so annoying because I hit 700 speed at the Arima Kinen, and then the entire senior year, I got 300 speed. Oh, that's a lot of 2 fronts. Okay, actually, that's not a lot of fronts. Since Hell is playing lates. Yeah, I think she would win more than my Biwa if I like got max speed on her.
各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気エイシングフラッシュ、セイユンスカイ会長に飛ばしていきます。まもなく第4コーナーか。先頭はセイユンスカイ単身で飛ばしていきます。
The late gamble is very funny.
大きく離れて6番オグリーキャップ。後からダイワスカーレット、そして8番オグリーキャップ。1周目のスタンド前にかかっていく。1馬審査ヒシアマゾン。
I like end closers. It's just like awkward to build them without daring attack. Which is why I've been on this gold ship crutch. But also I think, I mean, New Year's Haru is just significantly better as an end closer. Since she, with daring attack, she would have 2 mid-rays. Don't you really want Suzu? Not really. Like, it's not... I mean, Suzu would be nice, but like you're pacing up the lobby to have more mid race. Like, it's not like you're not gonna be able to. It's like an equivalent exchange, right? Because like the people you have to catch up to are further ahead, but you get a longer ult. Like, sure, you can get a couple extra seconds. It's just like it's not worth pacing up the lobby for it. Oh, T-pulse scam! The T-pulse dual scam. What does she's ult do? It just increases her target speed. Yeah, as long as you overtook somebody from the outside during the final corner, you get a speed increase. Now T-pulse scam. Oh, you actually don't even have that much guts. 526. So it was just straight up T-pulse. All of that to be a worse T-pulse? Yeah, it's 0.35 target speed increase. But it will always trigger on the final straight. So at least you don't like... You get the full effect of it. But it is not a 0.45. They're super stingy with the 0.45s. Alright, that was the last of those rooms. I once again forgot to reset the bot. What deck did I use for Yishi? This. I think it's significantly better if I owned my own speed SSR and I could borrow Dictus Guts. Because Dictus Guts gives you a lot of stam. It gives you, I think, 45 from her career. Or sorry, not from her career, from her events. And also, it's 10% race bonus. Yeah, but Kita Sweep is... Sweep is really good because she like trains speed better than Pyko Pegasus. Sweep Toshio has a 48% friendship training. No. I'm saying like she would be 5% more than other Guts cards because she's 15%. Oh, Sweep SR? I have a level 40 Sweep. But yeah, like I would replace like Mambo with a speed card and then borrow Dictus Guts. Level 40 Sleep was too weak. And I think that this deck is a little bit more consistent, even though I can't have Dictus Guts. I just have to pray. One day, I will hit a Charming off of Sweep Tosho and actually get my 3-0 bond cards up. Yeah, it's really rough. Like, I am praying way too hard with this deck. Alright, slash me. I'll put up the new signups. You can go ahead and enter in through there. And then I will pull in a couple minutes. You just have to hit. You just have to be better. Be a better trainer. That's all it is. Yeah, I think this run... I don't think I ever got Haru's... I think I got Haru's by the second summer, which was unlucky. But like, I think this was on pace. Like, if my third year wasn't so bad, like I think this was on pace to be an actual build. Just I didn't. It's just both Sweep and Kitasen refused to go on speed. Not having Spurt is way worse than not having Uma Stand. Uma Stand has like high potential, but like it could also just be completely useless. But not having straightaway Spurt, like you're just gonna consistently be weaker. What would be a good racing style to secondary if you're maining fronts? I would say probably... I don't know. Okay, so the meta evolves to like Sprint is Encloser, Mile is Pace Chaser, Medium is like a mixed bag, and then Long is Encloser or Pace. So I think in general, and like Pace would be fine. I was hard to say, because like the meta for 2,000 meters plus is just Orfevre. But I would say I would think about Pace fronts. I'm gonna take down the signups and pull out 10 people. Just because I think like I think it's like Pace Front and End Late are kind of coupled together because of the acceleration, right? Like you can use Marozensky and Taiki as a pace in a front, and Nishino Flower, and then like Dober and Ryan are like your backliner inherits, and I think it's just awkward trying to do a mixed bag of them. Alright, if your name showed up here, I'm gonna give you guys the room codes. Have I tried having my speed cards land on speed? You know what? I'll try that on my next run. Yeah, I think it's just awkward, like, building parents, because, like, at least for the, like, for Taiki, and, like, Taiki works with triple fronts. Nishino Flower is a little iffy, to try to inherit as a front runner. It's about the same, I guess. Maybe it's not awkward. Nishino Flower is also third place. Do you want to? Should you select your Taiki or Dober? I mean, it's just, are you playing more End Late or are you playing more Pace Front? Oh, that is true, yeah. Taiki would be at the start of the third scenario, but Dober isn't. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, 'cause she was our second anniversary. If you have the, like, 80 crystals, it would take you 2 months, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I stopped calling them anniversaries just because it's not an actual anniversary, but the third scenario is the first anniversary. At least they changed what they call it for the New Year's event, because it is definitely not New Year's. Alright, enter our first room, another Oguri. So you have a guaranteed proc and then double gamble, single gamble, straight gamble. A fine motion. Super Creek. Runaway? Oh right, there was also 20 Taikis from the trainer aptitude. Yeah, so you could potentially have like 100 right now.
これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。苦しい戦いを強いられている7番ゴールドシップ、ここからどう出る。サイレンス鈴鹿快調に飛ばしていきます。第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。先頭はサイレンス。
Oh, this runaway is. Oh, there's no front runners. That's why. Everyone's a pace.
2番オグリキャップ、4番手1番オグリキャップ、1個目のホームストレッチです。この辺りまでで
I actually wonder who's in the shop for the third scenario. The third scenario trainer event. Let me go look at that while we watch this. Okay. Okay, Oguri, now you just need to win your gamble. Start on the Kitasen banner. And you gotta put a sprinter together for the Taiki. Yeah, missing out on the... Missing out on this legend races feels really bad, because it just takes too long to get it from the daily legend races. But sometimes there's events where you get more, like, attempts and drops. Oh yeah, also the daily shop. Let me see, the third scenario is Narita Bryan, Simbali, Tamamo Cross, Majora McQueen. Oh, me and the other Oguri both hit a gamble. Yeah, we both hit a pretty good gamble. I don't know if we're beating this gold chip. I do not think we have a big enough lead to stop this gold chip from winning. Gold chip was just super far up. And it looked like Fine Motion. Did Fine Motion die at the finish line? Or is it just a camera angle? Yeah, me and this Oguri hit pretty much identical ults. But I think, yeah, you have 20 more top speed than me. I have 60 here. You have 80. But your gold chip ended up winning. Yeah, New Year's Opera is really good. I really hope I get Opera from when I pull for Haru. Our career also makes it pretty easy to do affinity matching outside of the third scenario. Got our gold chip, Top Gun, End Closer Teo, double S, Taishin, Oguri, 777's Oguri. And a gold chip. 2 pace, 7 late. What a lobby. I lost promote so hard. Wait, wait. No, it is a pace Oguri.
長丁場のこのレースですが3番オグリ
Maybe
キ
I
ャ
just
ッ
missed
プ
the wet check on
早くも
groundworks.
先頭に躍り出た。先頭から大きく離されて2番手は4番オグリキャップ、3番手に6番ゴールドシップ、成田大臣並んでくる。まずは1周目正面スタンド前に入った。1馬身離れて1番ゴールドシップ、さらに7番ゴールドシップ、外でマヤのトップが1馬身差ヒシア
I have one trigger
3、4馬
with
身
my
開い
thing
て
fires.
3番オグリキャップ先頭を進みますが、これは正解でしょうか。
Gold chip guy. Oh, okay, that's a mid race.
第1コーナー回って第2コーナー順位を振り返っていきます。先頭3番オグリキャップ、レースはよどみなく
It's like awkward because of her stride animation.
オグリキャップ4馬
That
身
is
差7番
interesting.
ゴールドチップ、外から1番ゴールドチップ、
Or a mid race ult against a 777 face promoter.
輝く星をみんなに。
内を回ります。外を回ります。6番ゴールドチップ、内東海帝を向こう上面に入って先頭は3番オグリキャッ
Gold
プ、
chip third.
先頭は相変わらず3番オグリキャップ、残り 1000m を通過。続きました4番オグリキャップ、3馬身離れて1番ゴールドチップ、4番手には7番
Well, it's either the front Oguri hits triple sevens here or the gold chip wins.
6番ゴールドチップ、1馬身差東海帝を
And I think triple sevens failed. But maybe it's enough. I didn't see Festival go off. Oh. Unless I missed the proc for it. That was a triple sevens proc, right? Yeah. Festival activated late race. It still ends up winning. A win without unique.
見事に完勝。レースを制しました。2着には1番ゴールドシップ、3着7番ゴールドシップ。
We just got stat checked by a vanilla Uma. Oh, you procced it off of straightaway recovery. That is funny. Yeah, we just got stat checked by an angling and scheming promote. That's crazy. I thought for sure the gold chip was gonna catch up. Maybe I missed no stopping me off my back. Summer Morrow. Suzu pace up. Taishin. Oguri. Triple gamble, triple sevens. Top Gun and gold chip.
6番晴れ渡スタートです。
Triple late start.
綺麗なスタートを切りました。
Beautiful.
先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
サイレンス鈴鹿とマルゼンスキー。この二人
I wish concentration was on more stuff.
最高峰からのレースとなったシアマゾン大丈夫か。
ちょっと苦しいけど大丈夫。ここからが彼女の実力の見せ所です。
第4コーナーカーブ、サイレンス鈴鹿快調に飛ばしていきます。前から大きく開きました。間延びした展開です。
仕掛けどころの難しいレースになりそうですね。
1周目のスタンド前にかかっていく。さあ花に立ったのはサイレンス鈴鹿。このままリードすることができるか。先頭から大きく離されて2番手はマルゼンスキー、その後から9番オグリキャップ、後から7番オグリキャップ、そしてその後方には
This
5
is
番
gonna be
ゴー
hard
ル
to
ドシ
catch
ッ
up.
プ、成田大臣この位置につけています。1コーナーからそして2コーナーへ向かっていきます。順位を振り返っていきます。依然としてサイレンス鈴鹿、続いてマルゼンスキー、
Yeah, I definitely think promo Oguri
オグリキャップ、そしてその後
is
ろ
a
から
very easy way to win.
オグリキャップ、
Mine just
5番
dies because
ゴールドシップ、
sometimes both my straight recoveries
成田
miss.
大臣2馬身離れて8番ゴールドシップ、その後ろにシアマゾン、 成田大臣果たしてどうでしょうか。面白くなってきた。
End closers just past the 50% mark.
しながら走っている感じですね。まだ本気ではないですよ。
向こう正面に入って
Both my end closers are so far away.
みんなに先頭サイレンス鈴鹿レースはよどみなく進んでいます。残り 1000m を通過。
Can we catch up to this Smaru before she clocks angling?
オグリキャップ後から7番オグリキャップさらに5番ゴールドシップ成田大臣並びかけてきた一馬審査マヤのトップガン一馬
There's a
審
triple
査
seven spot from the other Oguri.
後から騎士アマゾン意気揚々と先頭を行きます。マルゼンスキーどうでしょうこの展開。
It looks like the other Oguri has it. Those Taishin's coming up.
があればいいですが、
まもなく第4コーナーカーブ。
馬娘たちがどう動くか目が離せません。
さあ最終コーナーを曲がって最後の直線コースに入った外から成田大臣行くよ。タイマンだ。抜け出したのは9番オグリキャップだが後続も追いすがる。残り200。成田
The end of the race, no stopping me.
足色は衰えない成田大臣1着でゴールイン。実力をいかなかあと一歩及ばないか。
Just guts and encroaching. Yeah, winning without no stopping me is kinda goes crazy. Yeah, you also don't have no stopping me. I guess you have head on angling. Sometimes you just low roll everything as an end closer. Suzu, Tachyon, and the Oguri. Rice Shower, Pace, Front, Super Creek, Front Daiwa. Three front, four pace lobby. What? What a lobby.
サイレンス鈴鹿とスーパークリーク、この2人が競り合っているぞ。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気アグネスタキオ、第4コーナーを進んで直線に向かう。サイレンス鈴鹿快調に飛ばして行きます。
My Oguri is in dead last.
先頭から大きく離されて2番手はスーパークリーク、2馬身3馬身開いてダイワスカーレット1周目の直線、スタンドの大歓声に迎えられながら馬娘たちが走り抜ける。4番手には1番オグリキャップ、アグネスタキオ、ここにいた1馬身離れてライスシャワー、その外並んで7番オグリキャップ、内ゴールドシップ、その後ヒシアマゾン。 第1コーナー回って第2コーナー、先頭から後方まで間延びした展開です。
仕掛けどころの難しいレースになりそうですね。
順位を振り返っていきます。依然先頭はサイレンス鈴鹿、続いてスーパークリーク、そしてその後方にはダイワスカー。
Daiwa, I don't think has a chance. She's sort of bullied out of the splendid red ace positioning.
オグリキャップ、そして内目をつきましては
I might get bot 3 here.
後ろヒシアマゾン。 サイレンス鈴鹿先頭を進みますが、
I don't know if my room was have a chance.
サイレンス鈴鹿、彼女の客室には合っていますね。
2コーナー回って向こう上面、残り 1000m を通過。続きましたスーパークリーク1番。
Oh wait. Somehow I triggered all 3 of my recoveries without preferred
2馬身
position.
離れてダイワスカーレット、アグネスタキオ、この位置につけています。さらにライスシャワー、少し離れて7番オグリーキャップ、2馬身差ゴールドシップ、およそ5馬身開いてヒシアマゾン、アグネスタキオ。 果たしてどうでしょうか。焦っているみたいですね。前との距離が気になるのでしょうか。まもなく第4コーナーカーブ。内から来るか外から来るか、最後の局面です。
Yeah, look at my gold chip. I think my gold chip's getting second here. There's no shot I can catch this. Festival and no stopping me. Kishi Amazon just ulted in dead last. 勝利です。他の追 An instant no stopping me. Six length gap, that is crazy. Was it a triple sevens? Probably. It was moving up pretty far in the mid race. I didn't see when when their festival procced, but it was also just an instant no stopping me off the dying Suzu. It was carryover. Yeah, it was carryover, pushed up to the Suzu, and then hit no stopping me. Oh, these are got 660 guts running. Triple wit, 2 speed? Wait, what? Oh, I'm so... Teo guts growth rate? Yeah, but they're not running, like, the only way to train guts is stam or guts, right? So they got another 2, like around 200, which doesn't really get made up from just a 20% growth rate. Especially without training, like, either of those, or having cards that train either of the stats. Like, it's not gonna commonly hit 660. I mean, where's the Taishin? Right, it's the same amount of guts as this Taishin, but the Taishin was running a stamina card. Like, I don't think it's... I don't think you just magically make 200 more stam with a growth rate.
各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。先行争いはオグリーキャップ、東海帝王、メジロマックイーン、最高峰からのレースとなった菱アマゾン。大丈夫か？ちょっと苦しいけど大丈夫。ここからが彼女の実力の見せ所です。第4コーナーを進んで直線に向かう。オグリーキャップ。早くも先頭に躍り出た。先頭から大きく離されて2番手はメジロマックイーン。東海帝王、内から行く。4番手、ゴールドシップ。
One straight triple sevens.
すぐに続いて成田ブライアン。外から成田大使、少し離れて待ちかね福来たるエイシングフラッシュ、並んできた内を回って菱アマゾン、意気揚々と先頭へ行きます。オグリーキャップ、どうでしょうこの展開。ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。さあ、1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かっていく。
Watching these races, I think I want to give up on this Hishi Amazon.
依然先頭はオグリーキャップ。続いて東海帝王3番手にメジロ。
I don't think any amount of skills makes up for the fact that I had that most 400 wit.
並んでくる、それを見るように成田ブライアン、1馬身離れて菱アマゾン、その外並んでエイシングフラッシュ、オグリーキャップ。
Okay, I need to activate one of my straight seals here. Any one of my 2 straight seals. Whenever you feel like it. Oguri is dead. I think I lose to this Taishin anyways. How? I think even if I hit 777, I lose to this Taishin. I don't think any amounts of festivals would have made up the difference of. What is this? 3 lengths? Ah, actually, yeah, I don't know if 777 would have won there. A second place Taishin at the start of the late race. 4 lengths. Ah, maybe 777s would have made that up. I think carryover can clear 4 lengths. Yeah, I don't think 777s wins this lobby. It had to be carryover. That was a crazy Taishin. Encroaching Shadow straight into 2nd place. Yeah, carryover all can is upwards to what, 7 links? If you hit it ideally. Alright, so let me go ahead and put up the next... Alright, you can go ahead and enter in through here. And then I will go ahead and pull people once they're ready. You want to be accelerating into the target speed as you hit the electric ace race. Yeah, I think it's 30 meters before, I think is ideal. Because you would nearly cap out your new target speed from the 0.35. I think it's about 30 meters before the start of the late race. Try and do fast learner Top Gun and 10 get 500 wit. You don't get the event. What's the best deck for her? I mean, yeah, you just run wit and pray. It's more consistent than any other fast learner event because you can hit the requirements, but you can't decide when Love Advice triggers. But generally, the faster you can get your wit activated, the better. But because skills check every 10 meters for a proc point, it's 3 proc points over the entirety of the mid race. For the perfect ideal excel. Or at least the range around that perfect ideal excel. But getting half your ulti into the late race is pretty good. Or good enough, because you can push up with the target speed anyways. Alright, gonna go ahead and take down the signups. It's not a command. Need to go ahead and pull here. And then I will post the room codes for the people that got chosen. Alright, if your name showed up at the bottom here, go ahead and give you guys the room codes. Boom. And then we'll watch whatever comes up first. I'm worried that the team trial... has the team trial retention line been slowing down? It looks like it's on pace for 590. Oh, maybe I don't need to worry it too much. I might make a new Haru though. I think I need to replace my Haru once we get a New Year's one. So I'll probably do that. I'm pretty sure I made the... Oh no, I did make it in Unity. How did I get both these skills? Just off of Kita-san? Haru's so awkward just because she runs so little. Like, her races are so bad. Like, because you have to run opening races. That, like, I usually end up with, like, 1,300 skill points. So I'm, like, down 1 gold. Am I hit 600k before, man? I think that's possible. I mean, we still have, like, what? When is Man coming out? Like a month, right? This is our 3rd month? Oh, wait. Yeah, like about a month left. 5 weeks? 6 weeks? 7 weeks? It's definitely hitting 600k. Just join one room if you got chosen. One room with a team of 3. Yeah, I don't think my sprint CM's probably gonna take a while because I'm going to be doing a lot of runs on Haru. But the other 2, I'm just gonna cope with. I don't really care if I lose the sprint CM. We're on the nature banner. That's tomorrow, right? Yeah, I have to wait till... I mean, I have to wait till New Year's Haru. But I think I'm gonna build the 2 before the supporter card banner. Because I don't even think I would use... I don't think there's a need to run, like, Fuku for a sprint CM. Alright. All enclosures double front.
8番人気は
晴れ渡る。さあゲートが開いた。各馬娘
You tried to gut Tishi?
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
期待通りの結果を出せるか。
Yeah, my high roll was having 700 speed going into the senior year, and even that was not enough. Because I had to high roll the 3rd year as well. You have to just pray for way too much double rainbows without a speed growth rate.
まずは1周目正面スタンド前に上がっていくそして8番ゴールドシップ少し後ろから
And you still want to hit like 860 speed or 860 stamp.
5番ゴールドシップその内並んで3番成田大使意気揚々と先頭へ行きます東海帝王どうでしょう
Ah, I'm getting a mid race ult. All 4 of my recoveries triggered?
順位を振り返っていきます依然として東海帝王続いて
That's crazy.
さらにオグリーキャップ4番手に4番成田大使少し離れて8番ゴールドシップ
And there's a Typhoon in 4th.
菱山その内並んで3番成田大使
Hitting Sam isn't too bad. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like it's really awkward with my deck because I can't use Ikuno.
さらにマヤのトップが東海帝王先頭を進みますが
I could have gotten like the 40 speed or the 40 stamp from Ikuno. I'd be a lot more comfortable with my Sushi Amazon stamina. But yeah, getting the speed is the high roll. I mean, if you get an insane amount of triple guts rainbows, that also really helps.
その後ろ8番ゴールドシップそしてその内から行ったのは5番ゴールドシップここで一気に後続が差を詰めてきたさらには8番ゴールドシップ第4コーナーカーブ
I can catch up even if I had no stop in there.
この直線で勝負が決まるぞまだ差があるここから先頭を捉えることが出てくるぞ
6 triple guts?
短いぞ後ろの子たちは間に合うか4番成田大使食い下がる200を通過8番ゴールドシップリードは3馬身8番ゴールドシップ足色は衰えないやりました8番ゴールドシップ他の馬娘たちをねじ伏せレースを制した
How much stamina is required for regular pace chasers? I think generally it's like 900 1 gold. You can probably go a little bit under 900. But I'd be worried about like bad or awful mid.
あとちょっとだな
What is Talna talking about? Honestly, watching these races, I think I just give up on Hishi Amazon. Like, a lot of these races, even if I had max speed, I don't think it would have mattered. The room disappeared. What? Alright, whatever. Remake that room. Alright, we've seen Hell's triple guts late. And I think we've seen Haze as well today. Triple double straight, hydrate. 777. Was this in JP? If it was, I definitely do not remember. Because I did not do this many rematches.
各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。4番オグリキャップと3番オグリキャップ。
And I lost
競り合っているぞ。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気エイシングフラッシュ。第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。4番オグリキャップ。早くも先頭に躍り出た。先頭から大きく
I think the bug started like when they revamped the room matches, right?
8番オグリキャップ。
I definitely encountered it a lot when the rematch changes started, or like was updated. Goldship's cosplaying as a late starter right now. I need a special week to lock in. Alright, looks like I'm losing my... Fine, Gocha doesn't need the ult.
3番手には6番ゴールドチップ少し離れて8番オグリーキャップ5番手マヤのトップガン少し離れてエイシングフラッシュそれを見るようにスペシャルウィークその外並んでヒシアマゾン内から行く2番ゴールドチップ向こう上面に入って
I don't think I can catch up anyone who's stopping me though.
先頭4番オグリー
Oh, that's my Oguri misses for unique. Which is not happening.
残り 1000m 通過続きました3番オグリーキャップそしてその後ろから行くのは6番ゴールドチップマヤのトップガン
I think the other Oguri has triple sevens, right?
8番オグリーキャップその後からスペシャルウィークエイシングフラッシュこの位置につけています2馬審査2番ゴールドチップ外にはヒシアマゾン意気揚々と先頭を行きます4番オグリーキャップどうでしょうこの展開馬場状態を確認しながら走っている感じですねまだ本気ではないですよ
Flung out at the final corner. Goldship pushed up, but there was no one in front of her to hit, no stopping me. And now we just get giga gapped by the guts. Yeah, I think like it's just impossible to push up without something like encroaching or wit. My guts is this. Oh, this Oguri didn't hit ult, so it died. Your special week locked in, yeah. But pushed up too far and lost, no stopping me. I'll do one more set. I was depending on any get on this set, because the room disappeared. Maybe we can see one set with my Biwa. Late Teo. Nice Nature Ace. Late Biwa. I don't remember what the conditions for QED were. Seiyun and Taishin. How many races? 17 races? And then Amara Zensky. 5 golds.
タートが切られました。各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。
これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。
星雲スカイとマルゼンスキー、この2人が競り合っているぞ。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気シアマゾン、まもなく第4コーナーカーブ。マルゼンスキー快調に飛ばしていきます。長丁場のこのレース
At least there's
です
no
が
runaway.
マルゼンスキー早くも先頭に躍り出た。2番手の位置で先頭を伺
It
う
is
の
double
は
front still, which
激
should
しい先頭
generate
争い。3番手には
a
オグリキャ
decent
ッ
lead.
プ。まずは1周目正面スタート前に上がっていく。その後から東海帝王2馬身3馬
No
身
double
開い
lead
て
does your career.
そしてライスネイチャー1馬身離れて成田大臣、そしてその後ろから行くのはゴールドシップ。内の方からシアマゾン。シアマゾン果たしてどうでしょうか。
馬場状態を確認しながら走っている感じですね。
Yeah.
まだ本気ではないです
Let's
よ。
see, she's
さあ1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かっていく馬娘たち。先頭がやや速いのか縦長の展開だ。
後方の馬娘が差し返せるのか気になる開きです。
順位を振り返っていきます。依然としてマルゼンスキー、続いて星雲スカイ、その後ろからオグリキャップ。4番手には
Oh,
東海帝
surely I have a carry over here.
岩早秀、さらには成田大臣。そ
It
の
looks
後ろ
like
に
both my end closers are going to lose.
1馬身離れてゴールドシップ。1馬身差シアマゾン。2コーナー回って向こう正面。先頭は変わらずマルゼンスキー。続きました星雲スカイ。
Maybe I am washed. I've not been
残
winning.
り 1000m を通過。その後3、4馬身開いて東海帝王。その後ろから
No, there is a carryover ult.
みんなに2馬身
あ
3馬身開いて
Gorman
成田大臣。少し後ろからゴールドシップ。そのうち並んでライスネイチャー。2馬身3馬身開いてシアマゾン。マルゼンスキー先頭を進みますが、これは正解でしょうか。
マルゼンスキー彼女の客室には合っていますね。
先頭は依然マルゼンスキー
Might not be
4
enough.
馬身リード。第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。
内から来るか外から来るか最後の局面です。
さあいよいよ直線だ。どのタイミングで誰が仕掛けるのか。中山の直線は短いぞ。後ろの子たちは間に合うか。マルゼンスキー
This Marzensi's kind of running away with it.
残り200。追いすがるオグリキャップ。マルゼンスキー
I didn't get enough mid race.
マルゼンスキー足色は衰えない。お見事マルゼンスキー。着差以上の強さ。2着か。悪くない結果だ。
8th, 9th, yikes. Off of courage, fast pace, long corners, front corners, tail held high. I don't think I got hit by a pace down. Was it really just a width difference? One and 3/4 lengths. Gold ship, Top Gun, a lot of triple N's. Oguri, Narita Bryan, special week.
6番人気は
Yeah, it was just, I think it was just too big of a gap between me and the fronts in the early race, or the like early mid
今
race.
スタートが切られました。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
6番オグリキャップと成田ブライアン、この2人が競り合っているぞ。
I've lost pace promote?
出せるか。1番人気3番オグリキャップ。まもなく第4コーナー
What?
成田ブライアン早くも先頭に躍り出た。先頭から大きく離されて2番手は6番オグリキャップ。2馬身3馬身開いてスペシャルウィーク3番オグリキャップ。4番手東海帝王続いている。まずは1周目正面
I felt like I was like half a length in front of the Bryan.
9番ゴールドシップ。1馬身差シアマゾン前のトップガン。内から行く。少し後ろから4番ゴールドシップ。成田ブライアン先頭を進みますが、これは正解でしょうか。
ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。息を入れるタイミング
It was a good thing I tested out these Hishi Amazons before I continued doing more runs. Even with a god roll, I don't think it's enough.
そして東海帝王その外並んで前のトップガン。少し後ろからスペシャル
I just can't get enough wit on her.
少し離れて3番オグリキャップ。それを見るように9番ゴールドシップ。1馬身差4番ゴールドシップ。
For some reason, he's pushing up now.
意気揚々と先頭を行きます。成田ブライアンどうでしょうこの展開。
かかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。
輝く星をみんなに。2コーナー回って向こう正面。先頭は相変わらず成田ブライアン。残り1000メートルを通過。続きました6番オグリキャップ。2馬身3馬身開いて前のトップガン。それを見るように石アマゾン。あとは4番ゴールドシップ。それを見るように東海帝王。少し離れて3番オグリキャップ。2馬身差スペシャルウィーク。その外並んで9番ゴールドシップ。3番オグリキャップ。ここから仕掛けどころだ。第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。
馬娘たちがどう動くか目が離せません。
勝負は最後
Even
の
with Festival Sama?
まだ1馬身以上の差があると。ここから捉えることができるのか。最後のコーナー最初に駆け抜けてきたのは成田ブライアン。3番オグリキャップ。並んできた。
Well, actually, I guess in this race, if I had max speed, maybe there's a chance.
しかしその差はわずか。3番オグリキャップ。足色は衰えない。お見事。3番オグリキャップ。着彩。もっと頑張らないとね。
No. Like, even with max speed, I'm not making up 3 lengths. Oh, I didn't realize the Marzensky was up there the whole time. Alright. Last race, we have Taishin, Gold Ship, Top Gun, Gold Ship, McQueen, Pace Oguri, 4 greens.
注目の一番。晴れ渡。さあゲートが開いた。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
先行争いはメジロマックイーン。2番オグリキャップ。3番オグリキャップ。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気シアマゾン。第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。メジロマックイーン早くも先頭に
That's pretty hard here.
2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは2番オグリキャップ。3番手には3番オグリキャップ。大きく離れて7番ゴールドシップ。差がなく成田大使。
Taishin
1周目の直線。スタンドの大歓声に迎えられながら馬娘たちが走り抜ける。シアマゾン
Do the commentators get new lines? Sometimes they say things that I definitely do not remember them having like a line for.
メジロマックイーンどうでしょうこの展開。
ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。
1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かう。順位を振り返っていきます。先頭は依然
Wow, this Taishin is zooming.
1馬身リード。続きました2番
Fourth
オグリキャッ
place.
プ。その後ろから3番オグリキャップ。2馬身差成田大臣。そして外目を突き出しては9番ゴールドシップ。内でシアマゾン。後から前のトップガン。外
Yeah.
目をついて5番ゴールドシップ。
Taishin in 4th. Yikes.
内の方から7番ゴールドシップ。メジロマックイーン先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか。
かかってしまっているかもしれません。
This is also a gold ship in 4th
2コーナー
now.
回って向こう正面。まだ牽制し合っているのか互いに探り合いのままレースが進みます。残り 1000m を通過。
Got a pretty good miracle here.
みんなに。現在1番手はメジロマックイーン。2番オグリキャップ。
But I'm kind of already 2 lengths behind the other
オグリ
Oguri.
キャップ。4番手に成田大使。内で9番ゴールドシップ。1馬身離れて7番ゴールドシップ。
Carryover is just
ゴールドシップ。そしてその内を
Oh, this Taishin though.
第4コーナーカーブ。
内から来るか外から来るか。
Carryover was good, but this Taishin is very close behind.
最終コーナーを曲がって先陣を切ったのは2番オグリキャップ。外から飛んでたのは成田大使。抜け出して
I don't think I beat out this Taishin.
だが後続も追いすがる。残り
Yeah.
200。成田大使。
Wow, I actually also lose the 5th place gold ship.
リードは1馬身。成田大使。今ゴールイン。成田大使。見事に
Yeah, like I don't even know if she needs no stopping me. Wait, she's been encroaching in like 4th
2
place.
番オグリキャップ。
It's already a lot.
結果は残せたな。
I don't even know how this one got him 4th. That's crazy. This one pushed up so hard for having 7 skills. Maybe the McQueen just wasn't. Yeah, so I mean, sometimes you get blessed. Yeah, Daring Strike is just... It's gonna be so good when it comes out. Kind of don't want to do another race. Yeah. I mean, Daring Strike still has, like, the order rate, right? It has to be... You have to be 5th or below, and then you have to gamble that it activates while you're still 5th and below. But if you get... on average, like, Daring Strike is going to be good. Daring Attack? Yeah, it never gets updated, I don't think. But... And it's also just in a combination of, like, if you're stuck below 5th, like, at least it helps you push up. So, like, on average, you know, you should be pushed up. Like, if you push up too far... If you push up too far and lose Daring Strike, like, did you really need it, realistically? Right? Because you're still ahead of 5 other people. You'd have to be in 4th place to lose out on Daring Strike. It's like you're already, as an end closer, you're already ahead of 5 other people. So it's not as scary if you miss the proc for it. It's the same thing with like Gold Chip. Like if Gold Chip is pushed up to, you know, 3rd or 2nd, like it's not that scary because she can still hit, as long as she hits like spurt and no stopping. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, the white skill is useless. This is not even enough target speed to like change lanes. Like this is such little target speed that, like a wit difference, a wit roll would not be enough. But the gold is really strong. It's a little useless once we get more like skill points and stuff, but I mean, Mr. CB is a strong card. I always stream when you're at the gym or work. Unfortunately, this is just like the best time frame for me to stream, which is right after work and before I have to go eat. I don't think, yeah, Hishima's on Guts isn't really used that much. It's just at this point, like, you don't need Daring Attack. Once we get into, like, probably the 5th or the 6th scenario, I would say Daring Strike or Daring Attack isn't that useful. La Arc. Yeah, I think La Arc, you would see less Daring Attacks. You would just grab different mid-race, like, and just never give up from Duramente. But you can still get Professor of Curvature. And then you have Midro Ramones. So we go to characters. Nope. Supports. Alright, this is the Mile. I don't know why I switched up Midro. The Mile medium mid race. Which, I mean, it's less effect, but there's no position requirement for miles and mediums. It's more so for mediums, I think. I don't think you would run an end closer in miles. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. I think now we're getting to a point where like we're kind of seeing how the CM works out. I mean, I assume a lot of you already did your own testings. But yeah, it seems like it's just been same old, same old. Late can win, apparently, if they are guts maxed. And then we see some crazy fronts that like high rolled the race. But I do think I'm gonna end the stream for today. Tomorrow is the Tamamo Cross banner and the Suzu main story. I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off just because hopefully everyone who like wanted to have a race on stream got it. I think I'm gonna not stream tomorrow. But I will be back on Friday when the CM starts. On CM start, I will stream that. I'm tired. A little. It's just mainly because I want to do some parent runs today. I think I'm gonna give up on Hishi Amazon. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm gonna lock in the team I currently have. And I wanna upgrade a couple of my turf parents with some sprint skills. I think I would grind it out if like it made sense, but like this skill list, I mean, Ignite Power probably would be another speed one. This skill list on like 400 wit and max speed, like I don't see her winning, even with like those stat lines. Like with 150 more speed and 20 more wit or 40 more wit, like I just don't think she would win consistently enough for me to actually do like work on that. I think I'm gonna end up running this team. Biwa, Oguri, Gold Ship. Low wit is unwinnable. Yeah, it just feels terrible. I think also just like running the scenario without wit cards feels really awkward to do. I am just too used to like wit training. But yeah, probably gonna go back to doing sprint parent runs. I'm just gonna be aiming for turf, mainly because I need the turf for the. I need turf for Haru anyways, but it's just gonna be. I'm just gonna be running like, preferably 18 stars of turf for all of my sprint Umas and going for turf S. I don't think there's a point in grinding out a sprint pink spark. Especially since like the only ones who can get it are what, like King Halo, Marzenski, Taiki. Yeah, guts training is literally you train guts twice and then you have to rest. You grinded it out to get Suzu to sprint it. Yeah, obviously if you're like bringing someone who doesn't have the sprint aptitude, like that's a lot harder. But I'm just gonna be spamming turf for Haru and then giving Bakshin and Akebona the turf parents. Yeah, I mean, Patsa is usable as an inherit, and then the other inherit is Mummy Creek. Is Turf S more important than Sprint S? Turf S is better if no one hits acceleration, like an acceleration skill. Sprint S is like what would be the difference between two people hitting the acceleration. I would say, yeah, probably Turf S is more important than Sprint S. Because I think somebody hitting like a really good Excel is already pretty rough. I think somebody like having Sprint S so you can edge out you and somebody else hitting an Excel skill isn't as important. It's also just like the affinities on all the sprinters are just really bad. Just hit both. It's like the inherits you would realistically want are what? Creek and Pasa? Like, trying to go for both is rough. Working on your CM10. I have been thinking maybe for CM10, I run Haru double blocker. Yeah, it's just like the sprinters are... And like the sprinters I want to use, Akebona and Bakshin, is just like... I mean, I'd have to like go use King Halo or something. If I had Suzu, I would do Suzu blocker instead of double blocker. What is double blocker? So I'm worried about pace pasta on the dirt track. And if I run two front runners that can delay a pace pasta it should be fine. So I think I'm gonna do double front runner, but try not to win with them. And only run Haru. I'm just worried that if I do that, I'm not gonna make A finals. I don't think Haru... I don't know if I can get Haru to solo carry me to A finals. Dirt Mile, I would have to get, what, straightaway spurt? Actually, the straightaway spurt, wait, I forgot what the track was. The track is the Tokyo, right? Tokyo 1600. How high is too high for Akebono for the sprint team if you want to maximize the chances for old carriers for that late race? You can't have like any wit on her if you want to try to like, it's not a stamina issue, it's like you can't have too high of wit, which I think is just impossible to like, I don't think it's worth going for. Because the downhill lasts 700 meters, like, you can't time her. You can't time her unique unless you run with, like, 100 wit. Because as soon as, if you pass too many wit checks on this downhill, you just lose her unique. I don't think there's a timing you can, or like a stat line you can aim for Akebono. Yeah, no, I don't think low wit is worth it. You lose too much positioning. But like, there's nothing you can do because like you want high wit, obviously for skill checks and for, like the downhill acceleration or downhill speed up. And by extension, you will just conserve too much stamina. I'm still gonna run Akebono. I think having meticulous measures is nice because I don't really want to run. I don't want to borrow a Curran wit card. 280 stamp, 600 proc ult. Yeah, I'm just going triple gambler. On your left, turbo sprint, rushing gale, meticulous measures, rushing gale, or turbo sprint. Pasa's meta? I mean, Pasa, yeah, Pasa works if you can get in positioning for it. Smart Falcon's really strong, right? Smart Falcon with Sparkly. And who's the last one? Curran? I think if you're like grinding out one of these three, like these three are probably more consistent. Oh, sorry, not Akebono. These three are probably more consistent than anything that else you can run. I mean, I guess also Super Creek can be consistent, but Super Creek and Pasa I think are both harder, like obviously harder to build. Is Wedding Air Groove good? I mean, I guess you can gamble on Corner Connoisseur. I think she's fine. Like, she's just a pace chaser. You do want mid-race, right? Because none of the, well, except Plan X, but a lot of the gambly excels don't really have a position requirement. Get an Oguri T-Pulse scam. I'm building an Oguri for it. Yeah, I wouldn't go for Plan X. I would just grab Turbo Sprint and gamble on that. Plan X, if you can get meticulous measures as a white, like that's pretty good. I think getting this as a white is really good because the gold version is 0.3, but the white version is 0.2. Right, like you don't get 0.4 from this. So if you want to gamble for something like perfect prepped with the random mid-race, should be equal. Fish for a Highlander. Highlander's a little late, but obviously, if you hit an Excel, generally, if you hit an Excel, no one else does generally, you can win. Just because, like, no matter what, like, the late race just doesn't last long enough. Like, if you max out on everything, right, like, you're spending more time accelerating than you are at your top speed. You have to hit an acceleration skill. Yeah, I do think also, yeah, Pace Chaser no stopping me isn't bad. I think if you're like front run, obviously for front running you shouldn't, and definitely if you're end closer, you shouldn't grab no stopping me. Is straight descent fake? Yes. I mean, it's a random downslope, but like it's longer, it's bigger than. It's just too big. Right, it lasts 700 meters. You can only trigger it like within the last 100. And even then, like, it's not ideal. Like, it has to trigger in this area. I mean, I think if you want to like try to go for something consistent, you can plan around Pasa and Super Creek, and then try to fish for Highlander to try to like consistently win. But you can also just go for gambles, right? On your left, Turbo Sprint. I don't think Russian Kill's really worth it. And then go for something like Pasa and Mummy Creek. Just keep in mind that like no matter what, like somebody you can build something around consistency, but you always have to be worried about the gamblers, because this track is probably the easiest to gamble on. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. I'll be back on 2 days when the CM starts. And we will watch my jobber team hopefully win out. I don't know. Thank you guys all for watching today. Bye bye.